Have you ever wondered what exactly was behind the first door in Super Mario Bros. 2? You know, when you start a new game, you drop into the world from a mysterious door. That door is very high in the air, so you can't jump back up to it because it's out of reach. And even if you could jump that high, you can only go through doors that are on a platform. This door is floating in the air, so you can't go through it. Well, in today's video, I've got two methods that we can use to get up there and get inside of that door. I wonder what's in there. What's in the door? If you enjoy this video at any time, let me know by hitting that like button. And if you're new to this channel, this is the kind of stuff we do here. So hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Now there are two ways that I know of to enter this door. We'll go over each one in this video because they seem to have very different effects depending on how you go about it. The first way is to use the good old Game Genie. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know that there's a Game Genie code that'll accomplish most anything you can think of, and plenty that you can't. To do this using Game Genie, we're gonna have to punch in a couple of codes. These codes were posted to the gamehacking.org page by an awesome user that goes by nensondubois. How this one works is that one code will create a platform for us to stand on, which here is a block, and the other code will position the door to be right on top of that block. And it's really just that simple. Should we try it out? Alright, let's do it. Yeah, man, this is really underwhelming. What's happening here is that the door is set to bring you back to this room. The way that doors work in this game is that they use pointers to determine which area the door should lead you to. The game's like, okay, the player went through this door, so we're gonna bring him here. Well, the first door either doesn't have those instructions, or it was intentionally set up to spit us back out here in this room. Either way, that's actually pretty cool that the game didn't crash, since it's not something that should ever happen under normal circumstances. But yeah, that one was pretty lame. But I've got an even better method that gives the kind of results that you probably clicked on this video to see. So in this second method, what we're going to be doing is exploiting a glitch in a very old Super Mario 2 level editor. And we're talking ancient. This editor is from way back in 2002. So we talked earlier about how doors work in this game. Each door needs a pointer to tell it where to send you when you go through it. Well, what we have here is a method to corrupt that pointer and have the door send us to some wacky worlds. This has some very interesting effects, and I was able to create some very random worlds using this method. Not only do some of these worlds have interesting level design, but it also introduces some new enemies into the game. Look at this guy! Oh, this guy's a mess. What should we name these guys? It's strange how doors work on this specific level editor. The door's pointers are separate objects from the door and need to be placed in a specific location on the left side of the screen to be functional. For whatever reason, you're able to drag these pointers around the screen, causing the values of the doors to become corrupt, which creates some interesting results. Oh, it's freaking awesome, man. The level editor that we're going to be using is called SMB2 Transmogrificator. Like I said, this one is from way back in 2002, but thankfully it still worked fine for me in 64-bit Windows 10. The reason we have to use such an old level editor is because newer ones handle the doors and their perimeters differently. Usually they have built-in checks that prevent you from getting invalid values and corrupting the game. I tried, but I could only get this trick to work using this old level editor. I mean, you wouldn't want your game corrupted like this if you were just trying to build your own level. That might get annoying. So it's probably a good thing you can't do this in newer editors. If you want to try this out yourself, you need to understand that this can be challenging to pull off. Most likely it's not going to work correctly right away because you have to figure out the quirks of the level editor. It can be really finicky. I mean, it is glitching after all. So in order to reach the door, we're going to have to rearrange this room a bit. We need to make sure the door and its corresponding pointer are on the same page at all times. So I recommend turning on the page separator view option under the options menu. Using the arrow keys, we can scroll down a bit, grab one of these platforms, and pull it back up. Next, we need to position both the door and the pointer. Every time we position these differently, it changes the world that it sends you to, so there's a lot of experimentation involved. One of the biggest things about this trick is that you must position the pointer one block above the platform that you want the door to be placed on. Now this is kind of confusing because the pointers only affect the vertical Y position of the door. The horizontal X position is controlled by the door itself. So you want to use both the pointer and the door to position it where you want it. And that's just about it. The last thing is to deal with a level editor glitch that prevents us from starting up the game. This is because once we saved the game, the level editor didn't like what we did and it corrupted it a little bit. It spawned this little strange object right here. We need to delete this weird object so the game will boot again. And that's really all there is to it. You can try out different combinations with the door and the pointer. Be careful though. There's some really wacky stuff out there. That's disgusting. So I sat there for about 2 hours moving the door and the pointer around the screen to explore new and strange worlds. Some of it was absolutely insane. Here's some of my favorite moments. Oh yeah, man. This is absolutely amazing. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing this Super Mario 2 insanity. Who would have thought there would be so much cool junk behind that door? Well, I mean, technically you can do this trick on any door, but yeah, man, it's just super cool to see that first door take us to some crazy places. Hit me up with a comment down below and tell me what you thought of this one, or if you were able to come up with any strange worlds yourself. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button. It really helps out. And if you're new to this channel, this is the kind of stuff we do here. So subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you soon in the next video. Goodbye.